Well, I played Detective Sandra Yates, and this is a detective who is coming in to kind of take on this crime family. But the way she goes about it, she's definitely a little twisted and dark. And that's what I love about her. I mean, it's really fun. I played my last role on Lincoln Heights. I played a mom, and that was very sweet and wholesome. So it's really great to just, that's okay. It's really great. That was a stick going up my chest. So I thought there was a snake out there. Sorry. No, so it's just, I love playing kind of twisted people. It's just really fun. And she's really strong. So, and also she's really righteous. So you never know. Is she right? Is she wrong? I mean, who's the real bad guy here? Is what she's fighting for worth what she's doing? So I love all these ethical questions that come up. I mean, this show just keeps crossing lines of what's okay, what's not okay. And it's like a little okay, but kind of weird. And that's what kind of keeps you glued to the TV, like you just can't stop.
Well, it's all that lizard brain stuff, right? It's not any of the higher, it's all animal stuff, right?
It's primal. Yeah. It's primal. I mean, I did a really kind of sick and twisted scene just today before we came down. And in the scene, I found my character smiling about the bad thing she was going to do to this person. I'm like, should I have done that? Should I have smiled? But it came so naturally in the form of the character. Because when you think about it, if you're really after power, if you're really after this thing, what would you do to get it? Or what wouldn't you do? And that's really what's interesting about kind of that part of the human brain.
Well, we're kind of seeing that played out in reality right now.
I was going to say that, but I mean, it's well, I kind of think about how much Hillary Clinton has been through over the years, all the scandals, all the stuff that went through her personally, and here she is still standing on top. I'm like, who else could take on Trump? Because she's fierce. She is absolutely fierce. Love her, hate her, she's fierce. And that is an absolute quest for something, and it's fantastic.
Yeah, but it's not. It's a little bit higher. It's more elevated than.
It's real life.
Yeah.
We're on a TV show.
Yeah, no.
It's a TV. I know we got a little carried away, but it's a TV show. We're done in 42 minutes.
No. I got that, but I was just thinking the way she talks and the way, say, Trump talks. It's a whole different. She's coming from a different part of her brain than he is.
You can't actually really compare Hillary and Trump. I mean, really, that's just.
No, I think we'll leave it there.
Yeah, I mean, there's really not much to say about that. I mean, really.
Well, it sounds. I'm going to have to check out Animal Kingdom.
Oh, I wish that you would. I think you'll really enjoy it. When we kind of caught a glimpse of it, we couldn't turn the channel. So enjoy it tonight.
So tell me about the part that you play on Animal Kingdom.
So I play Catherine, and she is Baz's girlfriend. She actually grew up with the Codys, so she's known them her whole life. She was Pope's first love when they were 12 years old. And so he has a really special place in her heart, even though he's a little crazy, for lack of a better word. But this is the only family she's ever known. Smurf is the only mother she's really ever known. And so now that she has her own child, she's coming up against things that she never felt before. She wants to protect her daughter. And even though she loves them, and there's a sense of comfort, they take care of her monetarily, emotionally, she does not want her child to grow up in this environment with crime and violence, and especially with Smurf, who's very manipulative, and who also hates me.
It sounds kind of healthy.
Yeah, very healthy. It's very healthy. Yeah.
So, I mean, that's got to be that's intense. That's got to be really hard.
It is one of the most intense characters that I've ever worked on or played, but it's also a blessing because it's so much fun. And especially these actors, they're really, really brilliant. And so every day is just you just show up and it's just play.
I think I do remember this. Yeah, no, I think I did say it. Yeah.
I play Craig, who's the middle child of the Cody family, and he's sort of the more rambunctious, free, spirited and wild kind of kid who gets himself into trouble all the time and has to try and fight and get himself back out of it.
You're from the UK, obviously.
Yes.
How did you get involved with this show?
I was actually coming off Vikings in Ireland, and then I was sent the script and loved the script immediately. And then I had to do a tape with Catherine Winnick, actually, and then I did another one in London with a friend and sent the tape over. And then when I came off Vikings, came back to LA and then got called in to come and speak with everyone and met John Wells, and it all went from there.
That's great. And do you guys film here in Venice? Is that why they're doing that?
No, we shoot all the external stuff down in Oceanside, which is where the show's based, and then the rest of it we do on the Warner Brothers ranch.
How do you like being here as opposed to London?
I love it here. I mean, I've been living here on and off now for 8 years. It's been it's a great spot, and I think everyone's always fascinated with California and the sun and the lifestyle here. So it's even to work on a show we get to portray that's even more exciting. So I get to see all these beautiful places and learn how to surf and do all these things as well.
Now, I heard them describing some of the characters, and for some reason I started thinking about Shakespeare. It's in some of the dark stuff.
Right.
Does it feel that way a little bit? Or it's interesting how there's nothing new under the sun, really.
Well, I mean, yeah, I think, we still use the same themes and the same tones of character always constantly around us. I don't think there's anything sort of new in terms of how things are in the dynamics that are played. So yeah, I guess you could say that. I mean, betrayal are huge things that are shown in Shakespeare and a lot of other themes and tones. So I think it's always going to be the same in this and any other project.
Yeah, of course. I play Alexa Anderson, so I'm Jay's teacher, and we start to get pretty close. She really cares for him, and some deep stuff happens.
I hear it sounds like a pretty deep, dark show.
It's a really meaty show, is how I like to think about it. Like very layered, kind of an actor's dream, I think, right?
I play a guy, nice shirt, Canada, there you go. I play Baz, who is a outwardly kind of the most level-headed one of the brothers, but very quickly you realize that he's really not, and so that has a lot of layers to it for me. He's a bit of an anti-hero kind of guy, so for me that was really fun to get to jump into.
Kind of a sociopath?
Well, I wouldn't go that far. We have those on our show. But he's not that way, Maybe the Pope character's a bit more that way, and but yeah, no, not me, not me. Yeah.
And I heard, they were a couple of the other people on the show were talking about how it's kind of some dark, intense themes on the show.
There is, and what's cool about it is we all get along so well and we laugh all day, so it kind of breaks the tension a little bit. But yeah, it's a dark show, but it's I've seen a bunch of it now, and I think it's going to really grab an audience. So I'm excited about that.
Does it affect you at all? Like to be, does you take that home? Any?
Sometimes more just overall exhaustion, to be honest with you. I don't think you're taking home those. You got to let it go because you got to get up in the morning and do another whole scene, another whole feeling, and. But yeah, no, not really, no. Yeah.
So I play Jay, the son of Julia, who's Smurf and Smurf's daughter, and who's recently just died of a heroin overdose. And he's kind of come into this family, and he's trying to work out where he fits in, and he's trying to survive in this kind of in the animal kingdom, if you like.
Sounds pretty intense.
Yeah, it is really intense. Yeah. It's a great character play. It's really well written and quite subdued and subtle. So yeah, it's a really cool character to play.
I heard that that there's some really intense, like the other actors that I spoke to said that they did some really intense scenes just the last week or so, and that it's tough.
It's coming to the end of the shoot. We're on episode 9 and 10 this week and next week. And that's where the season really starts to kind of come into its own, and you really start to find out what's happening, and the big stuff starts to happen. So we've had some really intense pieces to do this week. I've been working today, and it's been some really cool stuff. But in my opinion, it's the most interesting part of the season, obviously because it's the finale. So it's always something that we look forward to as actors, to get into really get into those gritty scenes. So it's been really good fun.
Good. So you're a guest star. Yes. Tell me about your role.
My character is Adrian. I grew up with the boys surfing and getting into trouble, and unfortunately that's all I can say. So otherwise I have some big serious spoilers. But I get some really cool stuff in the show that I'm pretty excited about. We're actually not done yet. I've got 2 more days next week down at Oceanside. So.
So is it fun for you as an actor to get something really meaty?
Yeah, as an actor, it's been amazing. Also, working with John, like we have such liberty to use the space, and you're not like locked into one thing. It's an amazing experience as an actor, and also as someone who really enjoys surfing and skateboarding and the sports I love all that stuff. And we're actually surfing on Monday, which will be a blast. So we'll be in the water.
Well, his name is Pope. He's the oldest of the Cody brothers. He's just out of prison. When our story starts off, he just gets home from prison after doing 3 years for a bank robbery, and a crime that the family committed, but he's the only one that did time for it. He has a history of mental illness. He's unpredictable. He's dangerous. He's dark. He's creepy, and he's also at the same time the most loyal and emotional character on the show. He's sympathetic because of those reasons, and that's Pope Cody.
I play Jess, and she's kind of the fun, feisty, hopeless romantic of the group, and she's in a relationship with Todd, who's not the best to her, so this season is kind of all about her journey of finding herself and being empowered as a woman.
Is this a parody kind of Lost?
Well, at first glance you would think that's what it is, but it really is its own thing. I mean, it's fully an action adventure comedy with a little bit of thrills. It has a little bit of everything, so I feel like there's definitely something for everybody, and they'll really enjoy it.
And you're having fun doing it?
Oh my gosh, the best. We film in Puerto Rico, so we're on the beach every day, just kind of lounging. I got eaten alive by bugs, but that's a small sacrifice to make.
I've been at it for a very long time. I'd rather feel something uncomfortable.
My name is Nikki, and I am Jay's girlfriend. And I think I find the Cody family very attractive, and I think they live this kind of glamorous life, and I think I don't quite understand that what they're doing may not be right and might be morally very wrong. I think I'm just kind of excited to be in this kind of new world because I come from a very strict family. My dad's in the military and things like that, so we'll see what happens with that. Yeah.
It sounds like there's a lot of really intense, like everybody's got a lot of intense issues on this show.
Definitely. I think it's not a show where it's like, oh, this character is the bad character or the crazy. We're all a little messed up, but everyone has their own kind of wild thing inside of them. But that's what's been fun about it, is that we're all a little cuckoo, which is very fun to play. Yeah.
Especially in a context of a toxic family, that's what you know how to do. And anyway.
Yes, definitely. And I think Ellen leads it in a really beautiful way because she plays a crazy woman, but she's also a really wonderful mother. So it's good to see both sides of that.
Well, Greek tragedies and Shakespeare have people like that all throughout.
Exactly, I know. But it's amazing for a television show to see a woman be the lead in it, leading all these guys. It's super awesome. Yeah, so that's great.
Well, go in and get warm. Thanks for chatting.
Nice to meet you. Thank you.